SAP. So the requirement is create a SAP UI5 application. So yesterday we are done. We have created a UI5 application. I said every UI5 application is like a HTML5 page, and so if you want to load this HTML5 to make it as a UI5 page, or in this HTML5 page you want to load the UI5 libraries. If you want to load the UI5 libraries in this HTML5 page, you are going to use bootstrap ID, and you are going to specify the path. And so if you look at here, so this is the path we have. So source is equal to this one and this one. Or you can also mention there is a NetViewer path. Look at here. There is something called https:// SAP UI5 dot, instead of HANA you can also have NetViewer. Okay, NetViewer dot andemand.com/resources/ SAP-UI-core.js. So you can use either one, depends upon your situation. But the suggestible one is SAP HANA. Okay, so therefore, what this URL means? If you look at here, SAP UI5 HANA.ondemand.com. So that means what? So this URL. So if you look at the resources, we have resources. What is the meaning of resource? A resource can be a JavaScript, a resource can be a method, a resource can be a file, a resource can be a CSS, all these things. Okay, so the resources are located in the HANA Cloud Platform Delivery. So that means your UI5 resources are located here. So initially they were using this one, but now most of the libraries will get it from the HANA place instead of NetViewer. So initially they are using this one, SAP UI5 NetViewer on demand. So you can also run the same program using this. You will not have any challenges. Let's try out that. So yesterday's classes, let me go here, let me edit this. Okay, so it is HANA. So instead of HANA, you can also have NetViewer. So this is the initial version, but nowadays everyone is using HANA. So yeah, this is correct. So if you look at the view source, what happened? View page source. Okay. Okay. Yeah, NetViewer. Okay. Now close this one. Now come back here. So let's say this is SAP. So what is the standard one? SAP underscore. What is the standard theme? We have three types of theme, right? SAP gold reflection, SAP
blue.
What is it?
Blue crystal.
Yeah, blue crystal. BRYSTAL. Blue crystal. Okay, so let me remove this. All these things are not required. Now let me refresh it. Blue crystal. Spelling is wrong. What is the spelling? Blue crystal. 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 That's correct one. Okay, blue crystal. Blah 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 blah. Oh, SAP UI5 NetViewer on demand. SAP-blue crystal. So okay, why this is not coming then? Let's see. So inspect element. See, the result is not coming. Let's look at why it is not. Okay. So the div is fine. Inside the body, we are trying to attach something. Yeah. Looks, there is some challenge. It's not because of I added the SAP UI5 net viewer and all. So let's look at this. Data library, that's fine. Okay, SAP. So SAP underscore blue crystal, blue CROSTL, that's fine. So commons, that's fine. Then come back to here. I created a div area. Then UI dot. Yeah, everything looks correct. Let's run this program again. Let's run this program again. One second. Where is that? 1 second. Let me edit this. Let me try it with HANA. It's not the problem because of HANA. Anyway, let's try once. Yeah, it's not because of problem with HANA. Look at the challenge, where the challenge is. You have a program, bootstrap, that, this and all, theme, that, this and all, that's fine. First of all, theme itself is not applied. SAP ID source. Okay, any spelling mistakes? UI5 comments, that's fine, because the theme itself is not loaded. That's the challenge. Yeah, so div is coming, but theme is not loaded. So script is started here, script is ended here. That's fine. Then this script is started here, this script is ended here. SAP UI5 theme. So let's go to the network. Inspect element. Let's go and see the console and see if any errors. Look at this. So it is saying what? SAP HANA on demand is not found. That JavaScript file is not found. But why it is loading HANA? Because I already replaced it. Yeah, that's correct. Look at here. So this is how you need to debug something. So now go to here and look at the console. And it is saying SAP UI5 HANA on demand resources get. This is failed. This is failed in the line number 11. Why it is failed? Look at this. Why it is? What is the wrong in that? Is there any spelling mistake in that? Because that is where it is not locating. Yeah. HTTPS colon SAP. Sorry? No, it is HTTPS.
Yes.
No, it is HTTPS.
Just copy and paste that in browser. We will see it is working.
Is there any spaces in between? Because see, if you look at the error is saying that okay, it is not able to locate that particular resource. So you can check it here. Yeah, resource not found. Let's look at this quickly. Okay, UI5 first program. Go here. Resource spelling is wrong. Is that? RESOUR, yeah. RESOUR. Yes, that's correct. How come I did not change anything, right? Okay, you are correct. Now look at this. Okay, so now you can see the theme is applied. Yeah, that's what. So that is how you need to trace it out. So it is taking 2 times because the reason is the request is coming from the server. Yeah, everything fine. So you can go ahead and look at in the console. So you will not have any errors. Previously there was an error. that JavaScript file or that resource file is not loaded. Okay, so now you can also replace with NetViewer. You can also replace with NetViewer, so still it is correct. Okay, the same programs, we got the same output. If you look at here, the resource NetViewer, the resources are loading from the NetViewer. So that means we are correct only. So therefore, the conclusion is, let's come back from that. The conclusion is you can use this one or this one. So try to avoid this one because this was the old mechanism. Now most of the resources they are updating in the cloud. That's nothing but the HANA and the resources. So PSU asked some question, right? What is that? So I don't know what is some question asked. Resources spelling is wrong. That's fine. Is that URL correct? Cloud. So what if what client does not have HANA or cloud? That's what I'm trying to say, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. Assume that they don't have anything. They don't need to have anything. They don't need to have cloud. They don't need to have NetViewer and all. So still you can go with the local version, right? See, that's what we are trying to say. See, I created a project. I have my own library in the local. So that's why I am putting what? Resources. There is no HTTP. I am not referring from the HTTP. I am getting from my local. So that's what if you don't want to use HANA, if you don't want to use HANA library, if you don't want to use NetViewer library, all these things, just use the local library. So here is the local library, resources colon this one. So you don't need to worry about so your client don't want to use HANA, your client don't want to use NetViewer, all these things. Generally they will not use, because if you look at the performance itself, it is worst. So if you are using complete URL in your program, if at all you are using complete URL in your program, that's not correct in the real time. In the real time, you will be having libraries attached to your project itself. Your libraries, I mean the resources attached to your project itself. You will be referring, you will be getting the resources from your project, not from the HTTP somewhere else. Okay, so you will not go to the HTTP something else. So you will be getting from the local only. So therefore, this meaning is what? This URL. Okay, this URL is locating the resources. This URL is locating the resources available in SAP HANA Cloud. So that's the meaning. The same way, this URL is locating the resources from the SAP NetViewer environment. So that's what the meaning. This URL or this thing is locating the resources from your local. This URL is locating the resources from your local. That's it. So, okay, we are good. Now, the other thing is that, look at the one more. So, do you remember that CSS hierarchy? What is the CSS hierarchy? Inline, internal, external. Inline, internal, external. Look at this one. So, let's say I am applying some style, right? Style. So, this is what one more. Otherwise, we can discuss this one later. Let's not touch this. Okay, let me close this program and let's continue our program. Okay. Now come back to here. So this is what we created yesterday, blah, 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 blah. Now the next requirement is, step 2 is, create application is over. Next step 2 is, I would like to have a button. I would like to have a button and name that button as something, click me. Name that button as click me. And once you click on the button, or once they click on the button, then you are going to hide it. Once click on button, then you are going to hide it. That's what the requirement is. So therefore, now look at this one. First step is what? Create an application. Now step 2. What is step 2? Okay, step 2 is create a button and put it in application create a button and put it in application, full stop, APPLIC, application, full stop. When click on, but hide it when click on it. Hide button when click on it. So this I ran the program, but I'm trying to explain one by one now. So this is the step 2. So therefore now come back to the program. Now I would like to create a button. Now look at here. I would like to create a button. So now you need to understand, are we writing the desktop application or are we writing the mobile application? So I said let's go with the mobile desktop application first. So if you want to create a desktop application, then look at the HANA SAP HANA UI5 help documentation. Okay, so this is what the help documentation. So you will also get the help documentation from the NetViewer. Don't go for the NetViewer because HANA Cloud Platform is most latest one. So therefore, let me put it here. So the question is how to get the help. Get the help. So if you want to get the help, use this URL. Now fine. I would like to create a button. So button is available. If you see the API reference, you need to go to the API reference. So I said button is available in, if you look at this here, okay, or go to the program. So I am using what, you can remove this one because we are not using table right now. So SAP UI Commons. So this is called a package, or this is called as what? People call it as package, or people also call it as, what is that? You will be calling it as package, or one more word is there. What is that? What happened? What is that? So people call it as this is a package, or one more word is there for that. Anyone? It's not the SAP word, it is a common. In Java also we call it as what is that? Java.lang. No. Java.lang is what? Package or namespace. Okay. So if you look at here sap.ui.commons, let's see whether button is there in sap.ui.commons. SAP UI, under UI there is something called commons. Under commons I have a button. So this is what I want to use. As I want to use this, so I need to import the package, or I need to use the namespace. That's the reason we are having a namespace here. See, I would like to create a button. Button is available where? Button is available in SAP UI Commons. So that's why we are importing that package, or we are importing that namespace. Once you import that namespace, whatever available in this class, whatever available in this namespace or whatever available in this package will be available to your program. So what are all available? There are so many things available. Out of that I would like to use button. So therefore let's go ahead and create the button now. Okay, so first thing is that now come back here. I would like to create a button. So you can use the JavaScript, create button. So how do I create the button? So you can take a variable button b1 is equal to, you need to use the new keyword because your button is a class. For that class you need to create an instance. So sap.ui.commons. So you will be getting help like this, but let's not worry about that one much. Button. So sap.ui.button, and give some label for it. Let's say b button b or button something. Okay, that's fine. So what I'm trying to do here, so I have a button class in this package or in this namespace. I just created an instance of it. That's fine. Now just run this program and see what happens. Now look at here. I created a button. Look at here. I am running this program. So who are not talking, they can go for mute, please. So I'm just running this program. Let's see whether we get the output or not. First time it is going to take some time. Let it take. Okay. Let's see now. Let's take this and put it in the browser. Put it in the browser and run it. Okay, so look at here. So we are not getting anything. At least theme also not applied, because the reason is there is spelling mistake. Now theme should be applied. SAP UI5 resources. Yeah, theme is applied now. So that's fine. So if you look at here, you created a button. Fine. Where did you place that button? You need to place that button somewhere else, right? So therefore you need to use. Okay. You need to place that button. So place the button in the in HTML DOM structure, or in the HTML DOM. So what is the HTML DOM here? I would like to place here. So if you want to place there, then what do you want to place? Button b1 dot. So place at where I want to place? I want to place at content UI area in the body. Sorry, UI area. You can place it at here, content. Okay, you can place it at content. So that's because I want to place it at a div. So now go ahead and replace. See what happened. So we created a button and we are placing in the content. Let's see why it is not loading. Okay, so button b1. Okay, dot place at where I would like to place. So in the content. So it's like this. So you need to put in the double quotes. That's the reason it's not coming. So now go ahead and refresh. Okay, so still it is not coming. Look at this one. So it is saying import. So go to the console and try to observe if any content is undefined. Why? Content, C-O-N-T-E-N-T. Is there, right? Content is not defined in the line number 19. So if you look at here, body, inside the body we have a div. That div I am naming it as, I have the ID of the div is UI, okay, content. Then I am placing this one to the content. Okay, let's say I1. Let's say I1. This is not the big challenge, but I'm trying to change something. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so there was some problem, that is use something else. Okay, so internally it is having some meaning, so it's not able to recognize. So just have your own body. So you can have your own ID. So I said ID1, and I am placing in the ID1. ID1 is nothing but the div1, so therefore we are placing there. ID1 is nothing but the div1, so we are placing there. Now if you look at here, so the button is available inside the body. But do I have anything, any name for that? No name. So therefore, assign the text for it. Set the properties like name. So if you want to set the properties, b1 dot set text is a method. So welcome Channa, or something, welcome class, something. Now refresh it and see you got the label. You got the label. Now, what is the next requirement? When I click on the button, I would like to hide it. So therefore, I need to attach the fresh event, or I need to attach the event. So if you look at here right now, if you go on to click it, nothing is going to happen. Okay, so therefore I am attaching the event now. Once I press it, okay, when click on it, when hide the button, when click on it. So if you want to do that one, then what you want to hide? B1 dot attach press. So when attach press is done, then that means if someone is pressed, then I am calling a function. So inside the function I am writing a jQuery code to hide it. So therefore, if you look at here, dollar. So jQuery code will have dollar. So which one I want to hide it? The button. So therefore dollar, then brackets, double quotes, use that button, button, dollar button dot. So I would like to have a method. I would like to add a method called fade out. So end this, and end this. Now try to run the program. Okay, click on this. So if you look at here, you got the error. Fade out is not a function. So it is saying that fade out is not a function. Let's look at here. So B1, some brackets and all missing. Let's look at here. So attach press, that's fine. Function. Okay. So then open bracket, then dollar symbol. So which one I would like to fade out? This button. So therefore button dot fade out. O is cap letter. Okay, O is cap letter. Now you are ended the function, then you are ended the press that one also. Now look at here. Now let's see. Okay, click on this one, it is hidden. That's the reason. Okay, now let's look at this one. I said these are the methods available inside that, right? So yesterday Srikanth was also asking, I do not find. Let's see why Srikanth is not able to find. Okay, so you need to go to see the help here. So this is the button. Now, so I use one of the method called what? Set text. Let's see whether set text is there or not. So you can search set text. Here is the method. So if set text is there, obviously get text will be there. Let's see whether it is get text. See, get text method is there. Because text is the property. So you remember Java in the .NET, if text is the property, Pujo methods or Pujo classes. What is a Pujo classes? What is a Pujo class in Java? Pojo, P-O-J-O, or people call it as Pojo class or Pujo class, whatever it may be. What is a Pujo class in Java? P-O-J-O.
Plain old Java objects.
Yeah, that's correct. So what does it mean? Okay, what is a bean in Java? Not only in Java, bean concept is there in the .NET, all the places. So a bean is going to have, assume that a bean is having a property. Let's say I have a property called, let me go to the notepad. Try to understand. I have a property called, what is that? I have a property called salary. So if you have a property called salary, then there will be a method called get salary and set salary. Then only you call this class ABC. Then only you will call this class ABC as a plain old Java object or Java bean. So that means what? If there is a property, that property will have setter method and getter methods. Then it is called a Java bean or Pojo. So let's say I have a 10 properties. So int salary, int name, and let's say string int something average avg. So then how many methods will be there in it? How many methods will be there in this? 6 methods. So one set method for the salary, get method for salary, set method for name, get method for name, average, set, get, like that. The same way here also. The same way here also. If there are properties, text is the property, right? So if there is a property, then obviously get text, set text will be there. So that's what the reason you can see the method called get text as well as set text. So then width is the property. Set width, get width. You can specify the width. Okay. Now that is what the method I applied here. Then one more method is what? If you look at here, attach press. Let's see whether it is there or not. Attach press. Look at here. P-R-E-S-S. See, look at here. There is a method called attach press. We have a method. I don't know why Srikanth is not able to find. How come you are not able to find Srikanth? Okay, now let's look at the next method. Place at. Let's see whether it is a place at there or not. P-L-A-C-E, place at. Look at here. Place at method. If you look at this one, attach press and set text are available. Attach text and set text are available inside this class, button class. Inside this button class. But if you look at this one, attach place at is not available in the button class. Your button class is derived from, if you look at here, it's like this, class button. So your button class is derived from extends, from control. So therefore, whatever there in the control also will be available in the button class. That's what the meaning. So class control. So here what we have, here we have set text and what is the other one? Set text and attach press. Okay, but in this class, button class, I don't have the attach. What is that? Place at. But place at is available. Place at is available. If you look at here, button. Inside the button, all these methods are there. Now, if you look at here, place at. It's very difficult to go each and every one. So better to PLACE place at. If you look at here, place at is available in the control. Now let me go to the control. Now let's see in the control place at is there or not. These are the methods available in the control. I, J, K. Here, look at here, place at. So that means what? Place at is the method available where? In the control class. Okay. And your button class extends control class. So therefore, whatever there in the control class will be available in the button class. That's why you are able to use it. So that means your UI5 purely uses the inheritance concept. Okay, Srikanth, everyone. So this is the conclusion. This is how you need to look for the buttons. This is how you need to look for the help. Okay, if you look at here, so right now I am using button. Fine. Right now I am using button. So inside the button class, if you look at here, inside the button class, I am having set text, I am having attach press, all these things. But I don't have place at. Place at is available in the control class. Place at is available in the control class. Place at, L-M-N-O-P. Where is it? Yeah, here. Place at is available here. So, therefore, place at is a method available in the control class, and your button class extends control class. That's why this method will be available here also. That's why you are able to access it. Button dot place at. Okay, then you are saying exception. That's the meaning. So therefore, button class extends control class, and control class extends what? See the hierarchy, please. Let me go back, and I'm just trying to give the conclusion on the hierarchies. In the Java, which is the base class for all the classes? In the Java, which is the base class? In the .NET, which is the base class for all the classes?
System.
System. Who said it? Is that in the Java or .NET?
.NET system.
Okay.
System.object.
Okay. In the Java.
Not sure.
Keshav sleeping. Keshav Sai.
Should be object only, right?
Yeah, it is an object. Now look at here. So button class extends control class. So that means we have a control. Okay. If you look at here, control class extends element class. Okay. Control class extends element class. Extends element. Sometimes it may be abstract class or list, whatever it may be. And element class extends manage object. And manage object extends event provider. Event provider extends object. So object is the base class for all the classes in the UI5 also. Object is the base class for all the classes in the UI5 also. It's like a Java. It's like a Java. Any questions now? Now you know how to, especially Srikanth, now you know how to look for the methods. Srikanth, you there?
Okay.
Now you know how to look for the methods.
Yeah.
Fine.
Actually, actually in this one Eclipse tools also.
What is that? Sorry, what is that?
I saw all these properties in Eclipse tool, UI level, UI JavaScript .js folder.
Oh, okay.
There I didn't see that. That's why I asked you.
That's fine. Now you're good, right? One second. Let me close this. This is not required. Yeah. So this is a API reference class. Okay, fine. So if you want to how to get the help, reference help, so this is what you are going to use. That's fine. So now let's look at this one. So now let's have some kind of notes, whatever we discussed just now. So now can you tell me what are all the stuffs we discussed? Can you tell me what are all we discussed just now? Okay. So button, B-U-T-T-O-N, button is the class available in SAP.UI.Commons. It's a package or namespace available in SAP.UI.Commons or namespace. So that's why you are trying to import it. And button class extends what? Button class extends what? Extends.
Controls.
Yes, that's correct. Controls, yes. Look at here. And if you look at the control is the abstract class. So I did not discuss what is the abstract class and all, right? That's fine. You can join for the Java. Okay. Button class extends abstract class called control. Controls or control. Control, that's it. Okay. So therefore, now the conclusion is what? Set text, comma. What is another method?
Get text.
That's fine. No. Attach this.
Place it.
and so on and so on are available in button class and what is that, place at is available in where? In control abstract class. Okay, in control abstract class, that's fine. So therefore what is the conclusion? So hence UI5 supports fully supports the inheritance. What is the meaning of fully? Let's not use. UI5 supports the inheritance. UI5 supports the inheritance. So the other conclusion is what? So what is the base class for all the classes? Button is the class. Okay. List is the class. Link is the class. All the classes are there. For all these classes, what is the base class? Base class for all the classes in UI5 is equal to object class. That's it. Base class for all the classes. For all the classes means whether it is a standard class or whether it is a custom class. Even though you write custom class, let's say you are writing public, okay, public class name is something. Still it extends the object class. I think even Java, .NET, everywhere it is same. Even if you look at here, let's say you are writing public. So I'll show you an example. Even though you write a class, still it extends. I'll show you an example quickly. Let me show you in the Java so that it will be faster for us. Okay. So let me write a program. This is what I'm trying to say. So let me open this. Say public class. I'm writing my own class called Channa. This is my own class. Okay. So I'm just saving this. Save as. Look at here, please. Save as all the files, and I'm naming it as a.java or Channa .java. Okay, look at here. So that is what I did. Now let me go to the console. Look at the program. So this is what my class. It's like what? It's like a button class, right? Public class button. But did I extend anything? See, in this case, did I extend anything like extends object class? Am I saying here? No, I'm not saying anything. But still, look at here. I'll go to the command prompt. And compile that program. C space, paste that one. Okay. Now you don't need to do all these things. That's fine. Now I am compiling the program. Java C, CHENNA, Channa.java. Okay, compilation is successful. I got the .class file. Let me open and see how the .class file is there. That means what? I have written some code. Try to understand non-Java guys, all these guys. I have written some code, not this one. So what is the code? Public class Channa. That's it. I compiled it. When I compiled, I got a .class file. I got a different file. I got a .class file. I got a different file. Now, how do I see? So, how do I see what is there in this .class file? How do I see what is there in this .class file? Channa, Keshav, you there? Keshav is the master in Java. Keshav, Sai. Now, if you open the if you open the Java file, yes, you can see everything. But if you open the .class file, you will not see anything. How do I know what written by compiler written into this .class file? Who generated the .class file? Compiler. So if you look at here, after compilation, I got the .class file. So how do I know what is there inside the .class file? How do I read it? You cannot read it, but you can use one more thing called Java P. Java P Channa. Now look at here. Please see this. When I see Java P Channa, look at this one. Public class Channa, and there is a method. There is a okay, public class Channa. If you look at here, there is a method added. So did I write any method here? Did I write any method here? I did not write method. So if you look at here in my coding, public class Channa empty is there. But even though empty is there, there is a method added. This is called a constructor, default constructor. Who added the default constructor? Compiler added. Why compiler added? Now you know the, I mean, you need to go to the Java and study all these things. Same concepts applies here also. Same concepts applies here also. Okay, see, I'm trying to explain again. Public class Channa, this is what I have written. Now I compiled it. Now compiler generated one file. This is the file which we will be running it. This is the file which we will be running it. Now if you look at here, compiler public class Channa, and there is a method here. That method is what? Default constructor. Who added this? I did not add. Who added? Compiler added. Compiler is adding a default constructor, means that is there is some meaning for that. There is some meaning for that. What that meaning at all? You can look at it. Okay, now coming to here, compiler is adding a default constructor. Compiler is adding a default constructor means what? There is some meaning. Now, how many lines of code will be there inside this? If you look at here, compiler added the code like this: public Channa. This is a method. This method is called default constructor. So that is how you need to understand the internals also. Okay. So in this method there is something called super. In this method there is something called super. So that means compiler added a default constructor. Okay. So inside that there will be one statement by default. Inside that there will be one statement by default. That statement is called super. What this super will do? It will create the object of the superclass. What is the object of superclass for Channa? The object class. So object class instance will be created. As object class instance will be created, so therefore whatever methods available in the object class will be available for you, and the same is applicable for our UI5 also. Okay, everyone understands? Everyone understands or not? You need a decompiler. I don't need any decompiler. Okay, now come back to here, please. This is what I am trying to say. Okay, please look at here. Please look at here. So this is the concept. Okay, if I want to access a set text method available in the button class, what I need to do? I need to create an instance for that. Please try to understand what is happening background. This is what it is happening. I have a button. This is the final explanation. I will not repeat. Whoever is able to get it, they will be able to get it. Rest of the guys, just leave this concept. So I have a public class button class. Public class button class. Inside that there is a set text method. Inside that there is a set text method. Fine. If I want to access the set text method, then first step is what? I need to create an instance for this object, or I need to create an instance for this class. Then only you can access this one. This is a class. How do I access the class methods? In the ABAP also it is same. ABAP is also object-oriented programming. But you need to understand what is happening inside. It is same in all the programming languages. In .NET, everywhere it is same. Public class button, set text is the method. I would like to access this method. If I want to access this method, then I need to create a object for the button class. So therefore, that's what we are creating an object where O1 is equal to new button. Fine. So now I can say B1 dot set text. Fine. But if you look at here, so abstract class, what is that? Abstract class, what is that? Control. Abstract class and control. Place at. And for abstract classes, you cannot create the object. For abstract classes, you cannot create the object. And if you look at here, come back to here. For abstract classes, you cannot create the object. So therefore, it will not create. Button class extends control. Control is abstract class, so object will not be created. So therefore, element class. So element is the class. Definitely look at the place at. Element. Where is the element? Okay, element. Then look for the place at. Okay, that's fine. It's not there here. Go back to the managed objects. I don't think so. Here we have PLACE place at. No. Go to the event provider. Go to here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. That is not a big deal. Now come back to here. Now, so here we have some method. So I would like to access this method. So if you want to access that method, then you are extending your button class to control class. That means whatever available here will be available here. And this class instance also will be created. Object also will be created. How it is created? This is how it works. This is how it works. Come back to here. So if you look at here, I just written public class Channa. I compiled it. The same way here also it is going to be compiled. So once it is compiled, you got a .class file. Once it is compiled, you got a .class file. And you would like to see what is there inside that. So if you want to see what is there inside that, you can use Java P Channa. So it is going to be show the help. So public class Channa, and even though you did not write anything, compiler return something. The compiler returned the default constructor. The compiler returned default constructor. What this default constructor? Inside the default constructor, there will be one default statement. That default statement is nothing but super. That default statement is nothing but super. That means compiler written a default constructor public Channa. So it is writing a default constructor means there will be some meaning inside that. So it will be having something called super. So what this super will do? It checks, is there any base class for this Channa class? Yes. If yes, it will go and create an object for that. It will go and create an object for that. So therefore, as it is going and creating an object for that, then you are able to access that class methods also. That class methods also. That's what the super class. And see, look at here, compiler is adding the constructor. Do you think that all the times compiler will add the constructor? No. Compiler checks, did you write any constructor? If yes, it will take your constructor. If you don't write, then compiler write default constructor. I'm repeating this again. compiler will not write all the times the constructor. No. Compiler checks, hey, did you write any, compiler checks, is there any constructor in your program? If yes, it will not write. If no, it will write like this. Let's say you are writing. So that means public Channa, so int x. This is what constructor. So inside that, let's say you are saying system dot out dot println, let's say Channa. So this is the statement you have. Now you have written a constructor. If you write the constructor, compiler will not write, but compiler will add super here. Compiler will add super here. Super statement you will add here. What that super statement will do? Super statement will go and check, is there any base class for this? Yes. If yes, it will go and create an instance of that, so that all the methods of that will be available to your class. So that's the meaning of super. That's what all these things. Let's not spend time on that. So if you understand, that's fine. If you don't understand, that's also fine. Just remember that in the UI5, for all the classes, base class is, in the UI5, for all the classes, base class is button object class. That's it. So in the UI5, for all the classes, object. Base class for all the classes is object class. That's it. And remember that this UI5.common is a package or namespace. That's it. Okay, blah 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 and all. Now what else? So we discuss about attach press, all these things. Then, so you are calling a JavaScript function, all these things. Fine. Any explanation you want on this? If no need, then we can go fast from now onwards. Okay. So how to place in the body? So if you want to place in the body, this is how you can do. Any questions? Any questions? So I'm not pasting that program. If I paste that program, my document is going to be worse. So maybe I can attach that example to you so that you can refer. So therefore, we discuss about the packages, we discuss about the methods, how to see the help. Okay, so where different methods are available, all these things. Then what else? Set the text. Yeah. So that's what I told, right? So the other conclusion is, okay, the other conclusion what I would like to tell, I said something called text, right? If text is a property, then so there will be a method called, if you look at here, let's go to the button. So this is a button, and if you look at here, so these are the methods. These are the constructor details. Constructor, what are the different things you will be able to pass, and they are discussing each method. So you will have help like this. You will have a help like this. So there will be a complete help. You can go through that. So we need to understand some of the controls. I'll tell you some of the controls, but after that you need to go through the documentation, because teaching all these controls is going to take months and months. It's not that much easy. But you can also start referring the help document. Okay, that's fine. Now, see what I'm trying to say. So the thing is that text is the property. Text is the property inside button class. So we will have set text and get text methods. So set is the property inside button class, so we will be having set text and get text methods. So so therefore, what is the conclusion? If there is a property called XXX, so I am writing the conclusion. If there is a property called XXX, then what? Then we will be having get XXX method and set XXX method. So and you can override them. Okay, so and you can, so this is called what? This kind of concept is called, this concept is called what? Or this concept similar to Java Bean or Pojo. Okay, so therefore, hence your UI5 framework also generates, your UI5 framework also generates getter and setter methods. Start analyzing what I am trying to say. What I am trying to say that if there is a property called X, then there will be a get X and set X. That kind of concept is called what? Java Bean. Now your UI5 also follows the same. Your UI5 also follows the same. That's what the conclusion is. And so if you want to, okay, fine. If you want to place that in the, that's what I said. If you want to place in the DOM structure, if you want to place the element in the DOM structure, you are going to use placeSet method. PlaySet method is available in the different class, but as it is supporting the inheritance, so you will be good to use that method. That's all about. Now let's see the next program. Okay, program 2. What is a program 2? Create a UI5 application with 2 buttons. Create a UI5 application with 2 buttons. Okay, display button label. When click on first button, and display, I'm just writing the requirement first. Create a UI5 application with 2 buttons. That's fine. Display button label when click on first button, and display UI5 version when click on second button. That's what the program is. Let's see how do we do. So let me make some color. So this is the second program. Now I will not write text all these things. Now try to understand. So now only we are going to focus on the program. So what are we trying to do? We want to create an application, and it is having the label. Let's say, okay, look at here. I'm just trying to create the requirement. This is the UI5 application. Okay, it is having label called, let's say, first button, and I want to have one more label, one more button called. Find the UI5 version. This is a button again, but it find UI5 version. So these are the 2 buttons. Version. Find UI5 button. Okay. So when I click on this, what happens? When I click on this, I'll be getting some output. So what is the output of this one? I want to display first button label. What is the first button label? First button. So when I click on this, I want to display the UI5 version. So let's see how do we do this one quickly. Let's see how do we do this one quickly. So I would like to do quickly. Please try to understand. So I am just removing the same program, or let me go and remove this logic, or let me create from scratch so that you can also understand. File, new, okay, other, project, application project, click on next. Let's say demo 2. I would like to go for the commons because I want to create a desktop application. I don't want initial views, all these things, that's fine. Create some, done. So now I got it. Now if you go and run this program, you will not have anything except your theme. Let me run this program. Okay, finish. You want to restart? Yes, I would like to restart. Okay. Just give me a sec. Let it be loaded. What happened? Creation of this one. What happened? Is it running? Yeah, it's running. Okay. So if you look at here, it's taking some time as it is the first time. Yeah, I got it. Now look at here. Go to the program and look at the output. Demo 2. So nothing is there right now. Fine. So what is the first step? What is the first step? What is the first step? So I would like to have 2 buttons, right? So therefore, create 2 buttons first. Okay. Create button 1. Okay. Create button 2. Create button 1 and create button 2. So how do I create? Where b1 is equal to new sap.ui.commons.button, give some name, button button 1. Okay, so button is created. So now I want to create one more button. Button 2 is equal to new sap.ui.commons.button. Okay, so let me give some name, or it's not name, it's ID. Button 2. Okay, so I have 2 buttons. Now I need to place these 2 buttons where? So if you run the program, you don't see any difference. See, you just created buttons, but did you display them? I did not display. So therefore, so I would like to display them in the UI. So therefore, have it as ID1 or ID1, and create one more. Let's have some break. See, this is what HTML is. And create one more ID, div ID. ID is equal to, give the ID 2. Some ID you can give and end it. Now run this one, you will not see any difference. Even though divs are there, okay, these divs are empty. Now I would like to attach button 1 to this div and button to this, button 1 to this div and button 2 to this div. So how do I do? How do we do? How do we do? Add button 1 to DOM structure. So we call it as what? DOM structure. Right? So add button 1 to DOM structure. HTML DOM. HTML DOM. Just remember the term because some of the people are asking, how do you add elements to DOM? HTML DOM. It is nothing but you are adding your buttons to HTML. That's it. How do you add? b1 dot place at. So where I want to place? In the ID1. ID1. The same way I want to place this one also. The second button also. So therefore b2 dot place at. So where I want to place? See, if you give again ID1, what happens? So there will be only one display. So therefore, place in the ID2. Place in the ID2. That means what? Your button 1 will be, you are attaching to this div. Your button 2, you are attaching to this div. That means button 1 will be placed in this div area. Button 2 will be placed in this div area. Fine. Now let me go and run. See, I can see the buttons. I can see the buttons, but I don't see any text. Right? So how do you assign the text? I would like to have a text as well as one more thing is what? Okay, so look at here. I want to attach the text. Okay, where is the text? Yeah, go here. Before you display, attach the text. B1 dot. I'm not writing the comments and all every time because that's over. B1 dot text. What is the name of that one? What is the name of this one? First button. So I would like to give FIRST first button. And for B2 also I would like to give some name. B2 dot set text. Give some name. So the name is nothing but what is that? Find UI5 version. Now let's see whether we are getting the titles or not. So we are getting the titles. Now if I go and click, is this showing any label? No, it's not showing. When I click on this, is it? No. So it's not doing anything. So therefore, let's add the event. Okay, so what is that? B1 dot attach press. When B1 dot attach press, what I need to do? I need to call the function. I need to call the function. That function, okay, B1 dot, I don't need to fade out and all, so it will be there. So you need to pass some object, okay, that's fine. So alert, what I want to display? This dot get text. Set text is a method, get text is also a method. So I am ending this one, Now close this. Now look at the difference. Now I run this program, I click on this, see, label is coming. So it means when you click on this one, I am throwing a alert. What that alert is displaying? The get text. Get text means this one. Whatever you have the set text is going to come through get text. So that's why text is the property. So there will be a method called get text, there will be a method called set text. That's it. So for button, when attach, that means when press, I'm calling a function. What that function is doing? So it is throwing an alert. Alert is nothing but the one whatever you see. This is a JavaScript alert. So alert, and inside the alert, what I want to display? I want to display the button label. The button label is first button. So you can also add some text. Your button label is equal to plus get text. So now you can see, run this program. Now click on this one. Click on this one. So your button label is equal to first button. That's it. Now come back to here. When I click on this one, am I getting the version? I'm not getting the version. How do we get the version? Go here. Where is that? Go here and again the on press. What to do? Define. B1 dot attach press. So I am calling a function. So this function will do what? This function will do what? Again, it is going to display alert. Okay, your UI5 version is equal to, how do I get the version? If you want to get the version, you need to use sap.ui.version is the property. Now close this one. Now save this program and run the program. What happened? Something is wrong. So see, if you look at here, this is how you can do the help. Go here, inspect element, go to the console and see what are the errors. Okay, so that's how you need to find out the errors and all. So it is saying that, okay, there is something called mismatch brackets. So that means there is a wrong in the brackets. Come back. Okay, so this is fine. I opened here and alert is opened here and alert is ended here. Function is ended. That is correct only. Okay, so bracket is ended here, alert open is ended here. Okay. Okay, so I need to put brackets colon here also. So this is a statement, that's fine. Once that is done, alert ended, then function ended. Attach press. Now let's see. Okay, now come back. Uncatch syntax error in the line number 20. Okay, argument list. Okay, so it is going to take some argument. So you can specify something called O event something. That's fine. So some object. It is trying to catch some object. Still it is not. So let's look at the function. B2 dot attach press attach press. Then you are calling a function and event. That's fine. Open brace. And you are doing a alert alert alert. Your UI5 version is
Function
equal
spelling
to.
is mistake.
What is that?
Function spelling mistake.
Function. Okay. FUN CTION. Okay. FUN CTION. Yeah. Now I think this is also not required. Now let's look.
Version spelling also no.
Not correct. VERSION. Okay. Yeah. Now people are not sleeping.
Now one more press.
One more brace.
Function
Why?
you added. Yeah, after function you had to remove one.
Okay. Here it is ended. So here it is ended. We should not end. I think we are good now. Still it is not. Attach press alert. This is ended here. This is ended here. This is ended here. Okay. Let's say O event. Okay, now it is got. Okay, now look at here. So once I click on this one, see your UI5 version is 1.26.3. Your UI5 version is 1.26.3. So therefore, what is the meaning of 1? 1 is the major version. What is the meaning of 26? Minor version. What is the meaning of 3? It is a patch. See, some of the people may ask, what is your SAP version? SAP version is, it is going to have 3 parts. SAP version will have 3 parts. What is the first part? What is the second part? And what is the third part? First part is major version. The second part indicates the minor version. The third part indicates patch 3. So that means, so you are with the major version 1 release, minor version is 26, and you are with the third patch. That means they applied till now in this minor version 3 patches. That's what the meaning. So, okay, SAP UI5 version. So here, SAP UI5 version, VERSION version will have xxx dot YYY.ZZZ. So XXX indicates example. Example is what right now? 1.26.3. That's what we have right now. So here, what is this meaning? XXX is equal to major version. Okay, VRSION, comma, YYY is equal to minor version, and your GGG is the patch. That's what the meaning. That's what the meaning. So that's what the program. So if you want to know UI5 version, that is how you can know. And if you don't want to do all these things, you can also see you are running the program, right? You run any program and press Control Shift Alt P. Then you will come to know the version. This is a shortcut. You no need to write the code. See, let me go and run the previous program. You may think that, okay, my program is giving the results. Let me run this program. Here I don't have any such kind of coding, right? Get version and all. So Control Alt Shift P. So it is going to give what is the version. SAP UI5 version 1.28.5. Why it is 1.28.5? Because we are using NetViewer. We are using NetViewer. But if you look at here, it's a local. It's a local. That's why it is 23. And if you use HANA, let's see HANA version. What is the HANA version? So edit it, make it as HANA, save it. Now come back here, close it, and run this program. It's running. Control Alt Shift P. So it says 28.5. HANA and NetViewer are, both are same. That's how you can see. Okay, so you can also debug the tools here. You can also enable the debug tools here. If you enable the debug tools, then you will see if you have any errors, all these things. Show log viewer and all. Anyway, these are all we can see coming days. Let me not enable right now because debugger is going to make my application performance slower. So therefore, so another version is so how do you find the UI5 version? SAP.UI.version. SAP.UI.version. So that is the property it is going to give. Or you can use what? Control or run your program, or run your program, run your program. Okay, then in browser press, what is that? Control CTRL plus, what is the meaning of plus? You need to press all those things at once. Control plus Alt plus Control Alt Shift 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 plus P. This is what you need to press. Control plus Alt plus Shift plus P. Control plus Alt plus Shift plus P. And there is one more thing called Control plus Alt plus Shift plus yes. This is going to do something else, so let's not touch that one right now. So that's all for today. So we can continue tomorrow with the rest of the steps. So I'll send the two programs and I'll send these notes, everything. Please start understanding and start remembering this, all these steps. That's all for today. Any questions? Any questions?
Question asked on the button.
Sorry, yeah.
We're not seeing the questions at all. People are asking. So one of the question is, you are creating a button always with a new sap.ui. Blah. Instead of doing that sap.ui, can't you say just new button because you already imported the namespace?
You can try it out. I don't think so it will be. Because of the reason is button is available in one more package also. See in the Java what happened, But once you have the package, yeah, let's see this. You can try it out. I don't think so it is, because the reason is the button class is available in so many places. In the Java, button means only one button. But here, but still you can try it out.
So in other words,
let me complete this, right? So it is saying, let's go to the console. So it is saying button is undefined. So that means it is not able to recognize. So look at here, this is giving the error. So you need to give the complete path. The reason is button class is not only available for the mobile. That's what I said. We have SAP UI Commons, we have SAP.m. So if you just specify button, so you don't know where to take. There is a mobile button, there is a desktop button. So you don't know where to take. That's why you need to specify the namespace.
But UI Commons is the desktop version, right?
Whatever it may be. So all will be available for your programming. All will be available for your programming, and not only there, not only in the commons, you will have that button in some other package also. That's the problem. If you look at the help, so you have that button class in some other place also. Not only in M, we have some more place also. Okay, so that's the problem. That's why it is not able to recognize from where you are looking for. So that's why I try to use complete path. Okay, what is the next question? So I am not, don't put that, okay, I am not able to see the questions. It is not pinging me. So yesterday it was pinging me. So that's why I was looking at your questions. Today it is not pinging me. So that's the problem with the software, not with me. Okay, so what is the next question? That's the answer. See the questions from Sai. That's what I'm trying to say. If it is pops up, then I can see. Otherwise, I cannot go each and every time to look at my chart. If it is pops up, that's fine. You need to understand from my side. Decompiler, that's correct. So yeah, we can use decompiler. If you don't want to use decompiler, you can also look at the Java P. See the question from Sai on the button creation.
Don't worry, ignore it. So you answered the question.
Only one question?
Yeah, that's what the question asked.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Anything else?
I think if anyone asks some question, if they send to all, then others can understand the question, what question they are asking. Directly, if you say answer, then we'll be confused, right?
What is that?
If anyone asking question, if they directly send to you, you don't know the question what they are asking.
No, you understand the question, right? For right now.
Right, present we understood, but in future, just I'm saying that in future, if
whatever the question they are asking, I'm explaining to everyone, right?
Yeah, you are explaining. Sometimes you are directly answering the question, answer to question. Then we are not understand what exactly the question is. In the second time, you are again repeating. Then we are able to.
Whomever asks the question, I'm explaining to everyone.
No, but the problem is the question posting only to you sometimes.
Whatever it may be.
So other people doesn't know what's the question, right? So you can repeat the question, and then you can say the answer.
Okay, Keshav, that's what I'm trying to say. If I remember correctly, whatever I did till now, when questions pops to me, when question comes to me, I'm reading it. Without reading, how do I understand? I'm reading it. I remember correctly.
Yeah, you are reading it, but sometimes we are not understanding the exact question.
Okay, fine. Going forward, what I will do is
not you. I mean, those who are attending the class, then if they send ping a question in to all, so everybody will see the question.
No, I think if they ping all, then it's not going to pop to me. If it is not popping to me, the problem is like this. Today people posted here. Better to you pops to me, so that from tomorrow onwards, what I will do is that So let's say the question is, let me take the today's question. Let's take the today's question. So once they pops right, or once I get the pop, then I take the question and I put it in the notepad so that you will also get the chance to read it. Is that fine?
Yeah.
So please make sure your question is pop to me. Otherwise going and looking at the chart is going to be some kind of distraction. Okay. Any other thing?